Om Shri Gangai Nathaya Nama. Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Tata Gurudev. I welcome everyone on today's satsang. And as everybody knows, every Thursday we try to speak about Siddha Yog and what are the important topics of our sadhana, our spiritual practice. We take topics one by one, and on every Thursday I have my Guru Bhais, Kunal Chandwani ji and Pavan Sehgal ji. And today on this special satsang, I have both of them, and today I will take their questions, and we have decided one topic and with the mutual discussion. And first I will take their questions, and then I will ask them one question, and then we will start our discussion on the particular topic. So first I will introduce Mr. Kunal Chandwani. Kunal, you are welcome. Yes, Kunal.
Jai Shri Gurudev.
Jai Shri Gurudev. And as you know, today we have chosen one of the topic. So I would like to have your questions first on the topic. Then I will share the slide also, the picture also, which we are going to discuss. First, you ask your question. That what are the main questions you can have on this particular topic. So first, please let us know what is the topic of today's discussion.
Yes. The topic is regarding the consciousness. What is this consciousness, and what are the blockages in raising the consciousness? So here we will discuss the three main granthis, which are the three main blockages on raising this consciousness. So these are two main questions.
So yeah, the important point is what is consciousness, because spiritual practice is about consciousness, rising of the consciousness.
Yes.
And because it is not easy journey for the consciousness, there are definitely some blockages. There are many blockages actually, but they are termed as main three blockages, which you just mentioned. Three granthis we call it. Granthis mean there are knots. So these are the three knots which block our consciousness at different points in our body, or at the different chakras also. The chakras is also related to the consciousness, because as we rise up, our chakras are also involved in our different types of behavioral changes. So we will discuss about consciousness, and then we will talk about the blockages. All right. And chakras, if we have time also, we will also discuss about the different chakras also. So I will also ask Pavan Bhai, what you can add in these. I will first add Mr. Pavan Sehgal. Pavan Bhai, welcome to the satsang. It's long time, we had chat on spiritual topics, as I was sick and you were not available in the daytime, so you are available only in the night time. So today we have a satsang in evening. So it's it's good luck that you are with us, and I would like to have your questions on this particular thing, consciousness and notes. What you can add, what you think we can enhance this particular topic. Your voice, I'm just unmuting you. Yes, you can add on your points.
Definitely, consciousness is having nodes or obstacles while evolving. It's definite, which I practically realize this, but I don't know the clear picture what actually are the nodes.
Okay, okay. The Granthis, as we discussed many times in Hindi satsang, there are three notes. Mainly, first is Brahma Granthi, then Vishnu Granthi, then Rudra Granthi. So they are the three notes. But how, when we are into spiritual practice, we know the consciousness is there definitely, because as consciousness, we will rise up. Who will help us to rise? What helps us? This is my question to both of you. Notes are there, blockages are there. But as a consciousness, if I am rising, something should be there which help me to rise. So what do you think? What is that which helps?
I
If you
think
ask me,
Yeah, Pawan bhai. First Pawan bhai. Yes, Pawan bhai. What
I
are the
think
things?
when we have aspiration
Hmm.
or intention,
Hmm.
there is definitely some force. Some force come into picture
Okay.
which attracts us,
Hmm.
which attracts.
Acha.
Uh,
There is some force which accelerate. Huh? What is that
which
kind? What
attracts.
is?
There is some force come into picture which attracts.
Huh.
Like we have many forces in nature: magnetic force,
Hmm.
electrical force.
Hmm.
Means
Okay.
it all depends upon our intention.
Hmm.
Once we intend, there will the force will come into picture.
Hmm.
This is
Okay.
how I think.
Okay. The terminal. There is one term we refer to that particular force. Kunal bhai, what force can be which help us?
um, um, if you ask me, I think the one can be the Kundalini Shakti that we tell,
Yeah.
the energy which we have in internal energy.
Hmm.
And actually, if you ask me, in my view, it's only Guru. I mean,
Good.
only Guru is the one who is raising our consciousness, and the once whatever instruction our Guru has given, and
Hmm.
we are following those instructions, and only because of that our consciousness is rising. This is my own experience. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but in my own
Hmm.
experience, this is the one. This is the thing.
Okay, Pawan bhai, you would like to add anything else?
No, I
He's
would
saying.
like you to add something.
Okay, okay. So Kunal says Gurudev is the main force which pushes us towards higher consciousness, and also Kundalini is there. There is a term for the internal force, the mother force, which is Kundalini, which help us to rise. But I would like to add here the Kunal, as Kunal said, the Guru is the one which the force. Actually, when we meditate, before we come to the today's topic of these three notes, the Kunal question is important. Kunal's point is important, that Guru is a force which pushes us definitely. But when we do meditate, where do you meditate? You meditate, Kunal. Where
Yes,
you
yes.
concentrate? Where you
Agni
concentrate?
chakra. Agni chakra.
Agna chakra. Here,
Third.
right? This point.
Yes. Yes. Third eye chakra.
Who is there?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Guru is only there. I mean, for me, I
Obviously,
mean,
you meditate on Guru, but you meditate on him at Agna chakra, right?
yes, yes, yes.
And if you remember Gurudev's speech, Gurudev said, Guru means Gurutva Akarshan, that means gravity. We will call gravitational force.
Hmm.
Guru is a gravitational force which attracts.
Hmm.
See, we are at the lower level of the consciousness.
Hmm.
Okay?
Hmm.
Guru is the higher level of the consciousness.
Hmm.
So, Guru from the Agna Chakra, when we meditate on him, he will pull us. Right?
Yes.
This is the
Yes.
one force which pull us.
Yes.
But there should be another force which will push us.
Okay.
There are two forces which which helps consciousness to rise. First, where we want to go. If somebody doing meditation, why your point is very important, because many people meditate and they do not have any guru. They just sit for the meditation blank, and they say we do not meditate on anything, we just meditate. So they have no force to pull. Now the kundalini is the push. It will push your consciousness, but where it will push, where you are going, because the universe is so vast.
Yes.
If you not meditating on Agna Chakra, on the Guru particularly, then below Agna Chakra there is a whole universe. And Ida Pingala can take you to the any world. There are millions of parallel world. You can go anywhere. The dimensions of mind, the mind Riyan is very big. Once you enter into the mind Riyan, you will not come back. There is no coming back from the mind Riyan. So the person, those who do not meditate on Guru or meditate just like that for the goodness, for the well-being and all, the well-being cannot be achieved with that. Just give me 1 second. I'm just need 1 second. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. So it is very important for to meditate on the capable Guru, the master who is fully capable of controlling your consciousness, giving direction to your consciousness. It is very important. Without Guru, one should not meditate, should never meditate. We can chant the mantra. There are many techniques, people or many institutes which ask people to chant the mantra. So chanting the mantra is a different thing, but meditation is a different thing. So maximum almost 80 to 85% people in the world are at the stage of chanting the mantra. That is the seed. That is not the fruit actually. But but this meditation is the fruit. So until unless you have a proper seed, you cannot get a proper fruit. The meditation is something which happens automatically. We sit for the meditation, but this is the practice of sitting into the meditation. When your naam jap, the chanting of the mantra is ready for the to get fruitified, then the meditation happens. So it is very important to have a guru who sits on Agya Chakra and can pull you. So Guru also take the help of the force, which is the Kundalini force, which help us to push through the prana with the help of the prana. Like we have 5 main prana: Apan, Udan, Vayan, Saman. We have 5 prans. So with the help of these prana, urja, prana energy, vital energy, Guru takes the help of Kundalini. Okay, so it is very important to understand what is consciousness, what is Kundalini, what are the chakras, and what are the nodes. These are the main points actually. I will share with you one picture. This is a picture which we made today with the help of mutual discussion with Kunal. I was discussing with him what are the topics we can have. Then this is a picture. If you see this picture, then you are looking at 6 chakras. This is the AI made picture. There might be some mistakes in the picture, but we all know there are the 6 chakras from root chakra to crown chakra. So the 7 chakras, but the granthis are mainly bound. Every one granthi bounds 2 chakras, like the lower 2 chakras, which are root chakra, and second is, which is the second chakra?
This Swadhisthana.
Swadhisthana. What is
Sacral chakra.
sacral?
In English,
I don't know the
it is-
name or the name in English.
it
Okay,
is-
the
it is
lower 2
Swadhisthana.
chakras. Swadhisthana. Okay. The
Swadhisthana.
lower two chakras, root chakra and above root chakra, there is a chakra. So these two chakras are bound by Ban Granthi. And there is a third chakra from the lower side, Manipura, and then there is a Anahata chakra. These two
Yes.
chakras are bound by the another Granthi, and this throat chakra and the Agna chakra is bound by the third Granthi, third note. So every note holds the two chakras first. Okay. Now the main confusion is that which Granthi, which note bounds which chakras. Okay. First note is Brahma Granthi. Brahma Granthi means our central brain here, where the Indian Pandit, Indian Brahmin keep the pony here.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the central brain actually. So central brain help us to think and to act. The action is taken by the root chakra and the thinking process is done by the second chakra from the lower side. This is sacral chakra. Let me find the English name so it is easy for us. Name of the chakras in English. Okay, so sacral, yeah, you were right, Pavan bhai. So root chakra and sacral chakra. Sacral chakra help us to think properly, and root chakra help us to act properly. So when consciousness means, what is consciousness means? Consciousness is our level of awakening. How we are awakened towards the light, towards the divine. So as we move from the root chakra to the Agna chakra or the Sahasrara chakra, our awakening or enlightenment progresses. Okay, if we are at the root chakra, our consciousness is at the root chakra, we behave like an animal. Our life is like an animal. Okay, we do not have anything to do progress in human life. So it is same as animal life. So consciousness is our awakening so far. The main awakening starts from the Anahata chakra, which is the heart chakra. Heart chakra is the juncture where the turning point happens. Everyone who crosses this illusionary world is passed through the heart chakra. Okay, from there the real journey of the consciousness starts. Otherwise, the person who dies with the consciousness lower than the consciousness of heart chakra, they keep coming back to the life and death. So it is very important that the person who is in the human life must try to apprise his consciousness from whatever point it is. So consciousness is our awakening, and the aim of the life is to be awakened as a soul. So consciousness has two parts. First is individual consciousness, and second is self consciousness, means soul consciousness as an Atman. So in human life, the target of the human life is to be awakened as an Atman, and that can only happen if the consciousness is beyond the lower three chakras. All right, this is the consciousness. I hope you understand now. The consciousness is our awakening, and it is of two types: individual consciousness and spiritual consciousness, or the Atman consciousness. Now, first two chakras I was discussing, the root chakra and the sacral chakra, which help us to think and act. If somebody is not thinking and just acting, without thinking many people act, that means their Brahma Granthi, the lower note, is there and they cannot break it by self. Many, you have heard this Hatha Yoga. In Hatha Yoga, people, the sadhus, the practitioner take the pledge of that I will not, lie. I will not speak a lie. I'll do certain types of practices which help my consciousness to rise. So there are practices in the Hatha Yoga which people take a vows for the life that we will not act without thinking, or we have a pledges, we have some kind of vrat, we say. Okay, so with the practice of many lives, they are able to break the first note of Brahma Granthi. So they take many lives, not in one life, but many lives they take. Then they take more lives to break the second Granthi. Then comes the third Granthi. I am not discussing about the second Granthi. I am just explaining how difficult to break the notes, how difficult to open these three notes if you do not have a spiritual master which can awaken your consciousness into spiritual consciousness. Just for the individual consciousness, there is a Hatha Yoga. For the spiritual consciousness, there is a different yoga which we are doing, which is called Siddha Yoga, Integral Yoga. Okay, here Guru helps to break the notes. But in Hatha Yoga, Guru just tell the practice that you do this kind of practice, follow this kind of practice, and you will be able to break the notes. So for the individual consciousness, first two notes takes many lives. Many lives means maybe 8 to 10 lives. Okay, but the third note, particularly which bounds our throat chakra and Agna chakra, is very, very, very difficult. If first lower two chakras have taken 8 lives, then the third note might take 10 lives to open. So it is so much difficult. It is very difficult. Why it is so difficult? Because the Maya, the illusionary mother, which we call the Prakriti, illusioner Maya, that has the strongest blockages over there. So she will never let you pass through these particular Granthi. So if in the Siddha Yoga, like we are into the Siddha Yoga, if somebody is dedicated and has a surrendered life towards his Guru, and Guru is capable and Guru knows the entire journey, then he can break or open all the three notes in a single life. Okay. Now, how I can say this particular point, because since 2019, when I started, feeling this transcendent meditation, I have gone through some changes. If I'm speaking about something, I'm speaking on my own knowledge. There is no knowledge I am adding from the books or internet or from anywhere that I'm taking points from somewhere and I'm speaking. It's all my personal experiences which I'm talking about. Okay. What I have felt, the journey which was, initial journey which helps me to look at my actions, it started very early. 2019, the first transcendent meditation happened, and these particular changes of thinking before acting, I knew that now I cannot act blindly. I have to think what I'm writing, what I'm speaking, what are the words I'm using, so that I should not say sorry to anyone. This is the first transformation which I gone through, and it was my actions were improving, my speech was improving. Speech, definitely people think speech is related to the throat chakra, but speech comes with your point of view, your thinking. So my thinking improved in the very first year, in 2019 even, though it took couple of years to to be accurate on what I'm speaking, because few things I said which later I thought that it could have been better, but I did not try to change what I said. So that was fixed. I cannot change my past, even if it is 1 second old. If I write you one message and then I realize what message I sent was wrong, I should not write this or that, I'll delete that message. People do that, right? People send the message, immediately they delete that. Oh, no, we want to send something else. The very first month, the very first day when I observed this transcendent meditation, this was into my mind somewhere. I don't know how it got connected. It happened automatically. Earlier I used to lie. Earlier I used to delete or say something which is wrong, which is lie. But from that point on, it was the first thing that I should not lie. I should not manipulate people. and I should not change my statements. Whatever has been done even 10 years back, I cannot change it. I will accept it. Whatever is done even 10 minutes back, I will not change it. If the point which made this particular thinking very rigid was that if I want to change, if I am changing my 10 seconds old statement, then I am controlling my own karmas. I have taken 10 births, 20 births. There are many things which I have done which I should not have done. So if I cannot change my actions of all the lives I have taken, then I should not change my actions I have done 10 seconds ago. So I surrendered my actions to Gurudev. That Gurudev, whatever is done, it is now on you. I will not change it. I will accept it. Whatever the fruit of the karmas will appear, I will accept it, and then will not cry about it, that why it is happening, please change it, please do that. So I will not do that. I will accept my life as it is. So this is the first transformation, and it is related to the thinking and action, which is the first note which I told you. This is a central nervous system, which we call it Brahma Granthi. Okay, so it came on the very first year, 2019, with the Transcendent Meditation. So that means the opening of the Brahma Granthi, the first note which bound the first two chakras, is easy to open. For the not for the Hatha Yogi, but for the Siddha Yogi who has surrendered to his Gurudev, to the master. If master is capable, he will do that for you. You will just observe it, that something is happening, very higher level of changes are happening into you. Okay, this is also called, we called it the Kriyatamak Badlav, the Kriya Yoga, which happens to people for observing Kriya Yoga for many years. Then these kind of changes happen. But with the grace of the Guru, it happens automatically in the Siddha Yoga. So first Granthi controls our thinking and actions. All right. The person who will be released, or whose notes, this first note is open, he will never take back his word. Definitely when we have a mobile, we type something, there is a typo error. So we can edit that ki typo error is there. But changing the statement, deleting your statement is a different thing. All right. So everywhere we type something, typo error can happen. That is not your problem. That happens. That is okay. But you changing the statement will not happen. You will accept it. So what improvement will happen? You will not speak or write anything until and unless you are 100% sure. This improves your life quality, your personality. Means from level to level you change. Okay, people will respect you. People will know that he has said something, he has wrote something, he'll keep his word, he will keep his promises. So it changes a lot. Means around you, in your office, in your society, your friendship, everyone knows that he is saying he is a responsible person. So it helps you to be responsible. You speak less, you speak what is important, and you speak what you can keep. Okay. The second Granthi, the second note is Vishnu Granthi. We call it the Vishnu Granthi. All right. This particular note is holding up, blocking the two chakras, the third chakra, which is solar plexus chakra, and the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. Now, what is solar plexus? Solar plexus is our willpower. I have decided something, I'll do this, and I can do that, but I should have a willpower also to think that I will do that. If Kunal, you say, I'll go to the moon, you have a willpower, I want to go to the moon. What you have to do? If you want to go to the moon, what you have to do?
First, we will have to be an astronaut and study all these things.
Yes, absolutely. If you want to go to the moon, you first go to the NASA or this ISRO.
Yes.
All right, you will prepare for the studies and all, because this is a determination, this is a willpower. So thinking comes with the willpower. So solar plexus gives us the willpower to think. So there is a thinking, there are action, but there is no willpower, then you will not do anything. This is not the highest level of life. The person, those have the determination, the willpower to do something, they think about that. Sometimes, we plan something, and I remember I used to plan big. From very, childhood, my plan was very, very high. My father first told me, you should not plan like this, you should study. Huh? I wanted to become a singer in 1996 or 1995, somewhere.
Okay.
So the interest was to sing. I wanted to become a stage performer. I wanted to act and I wanted to sing. My father said, okay, sing one song. He gave me the song which, I never heard, but one or two times I heard that, and I sung that, but it was not very good. So he did not like it. He said, you cannot become a singer, so drop your idea and concentrate on your studies. So he did not let me study the music, because at that time, now there is a media, there is lot of channel. There was only one channel then, DD1. And there were no programs, no career, and the competition, like, there was very strong competition for the singers. There is no scope at that time. But after 10 years, everything changed.
Yes.
At that time, I told my father I wanted to learn tabla.
Okay.
So he said, no music, no tabla. Today I'm 47 running, 46 years old. When I turned 43, 42, 43, I joined tabla classes. It's been 4 years I am learning tabla. Because my willpower to learn, that I wanted to learn, was always there. But, he said, do the study, then life and everything happens, But that particular point that I will do that, I'm still doing it. I wanted to learn music. I'm learning music, or maybe after 3 to 4 years, I might perform music somewhere, even in our satsang. At least I can perform, but I'm learning it. And then I will learn, if life gives me the chances, I will learn the music, further singing and all, because it is my willpower that I wanted to do it. Whatever the conditions, I'll try it. So this particular Granthi, this second Granthi, it holds up your willpower. You try, but people suppress and you get suppressed. My brother used to tell me that, we are poor people. Our father is poor. We are poor. We will always be poor. Why do you think about business? Why do you think about, exploring things and that? Why don't you concentrate on the simple things, do simple job, and, this? So I said, I don't know. My mind does not concentrate on the small results. I want to do something which give me multiple things. So it was in my mind. This was my determination, my willpower. So this particular chakra blocks the people to think big. So they don't think, they don't act. But if you have the free willpower, you can think big. You can first will. You have a great will. You can think big. You can act big. So people with these kind of mindset, they have more chances to grow sooner than others to the heart chakra. Okay, heart chakra gives us the emotions, and emotion is very important for the spiritual practice. People comes into the spiritual practice, but they are not emotional. They are not very emotional. They just come with the benefits, but they do not get attached. And I tell you, Kunal, the people, those get awakened into the spiritual domain, the spiritual consciousness, they have the emotional surrender. We say na, tan man dhan se, you surrender with your body, with your mind, with your finances, you surrender to your guru. But there is one very important thing which you need to surrender if you want to awaken into the spiritual domain, that is vital samarpan, your prana or your life. So when disciple surrenders the prana to the Gurudev, then everything changes, because the consciousness cannot rise without the prana. As I told you, the Kundalini takes the help of the prana to rise up. So surrender of the prana is very important. If your prana is flowing down only because you are controlling it, you have not surrendered it, then Kundalini will not help. Guru cannot forcefully do something with you until and unless you surrender. Once you surrender, then Guru has every right to forcefully change your life. If you don't surrender, Guru will not change. This is the divine's principle. Once Shri Ma, the mother, Mira Alfaza, she said, the disciples came to her. They say that financially we are very weak. So when our finances will, changes or transform, our life will be transformed. So mother said, the mother which gives you the finances, she says, until and unless your disciples, your children surrender completely to you, I cannot do anything for you. So mother says, if you will not surrender to me, I am not able to help you through, wealth goddess, or there are other goddess which, run this illusionary world. So she says, without surrender, we cannot do anything. So you have to surrender everything. So this particular Anahat Chakra is a complete surrender. When people chanting the mantras, say, and when they reach the Anahat Chakra, they start listening to the Anhad Naad. They do not surrender to Anhad Naad. They have the fear that if I will stop the chanting, my sadhana will stop. But they do not understand that the Anhad Naad is a superior form of your chanting, your mantra. So this particular note, when it opens up, you emotionally, first you broke emotionally. When this particular, the day I remember when this particular note broke, what happened, I was crying literally on every small issues. I was crying in the boat. There was a chairman was sitting in the meeting. I was sitting over there and something was going on. Some allegation came, they put some allegation indirectly. And I was so emotional to listen to that particular allegation that I am so truthful to myself that how somebody can, put any allegation on me. So I became very pure at that time. So I broke. So I took a leave from there and I went into the another room. I literally, called Gurudev, emotionally, Gurudev, what is happening? How I can be so weak emotionally? I started crying like a child. What is happening? So the emotional part, the blockage opened actually. I became very emotional at that time. Then somebody, died in our office and I started crying. My colleague asked, what happened to you? The particular person is not related to you. And the person who is related to that person, he is not emotional at all. He just conveyed the message that my sister died with the cancer. Why you are crying? I said she could have been saved with the Guru's grace if she would have chanted the mantra. I told him many times, give this particular sadhana to your sister, and she might be saved for some years, couple of years or 10 years, 10, whatever. But this helped many people with the cancer patient. So he did not give that particular practice to his sister, and she died. So I felt very bad that why I did not go to the hospital and gave her to myself. So I was crying in the office. So I became very, very sensitive. I became very emotional at that time when this particular Granthi opened up. So you become very emotional. Later, what happens with this particular Granthi? People say, you have heard, you might have heard that, people, these rishis or these sant, they say, do not kill anybody, do not eat this meat, do not eat non-vegetarians because everybody has a prana. People say this, right? But how this transformation happened actually? If I am a non-vegetarian eater, people will say me, you don't eat it, you'll go into the uh, hell, you'll go to the hell, you'll pay for your deeds. I'll say, okay, I'll pay it. I'll not pay any attention to it, because the people, those who eat non-vegetarian, this particular knowledge does not work on them. How the transformation happens? When this particular note opens, then your point of view changes, my point of view how it changed, I started looking mother in everything. I started calling Gurudev mother, Ma.
Okay.
So everything means if there is a fly, small fly, I'll call it mother, Ma. There
Okay.
is a small flower, I call it Ma. So it naturally happened with me that I started looking mother in everything. I started calling everybody mother. Krishna, I call mother. Kali, I call goddess, I call mother. Gurudev, Dada Gurudev, Baba Shri Gangainath ji, I call him a mother.
Okay.
If somebody lives with me for 2 days or 3 days, he will say, "What is? Has he gone mad?"
Mhm.
So, so my point of view towards every living thing or non-living thing changed, and I started calling everything mother.
Yes.
Today, there was a this spider in our bathroom,
Mhm.
and the spider was at somewhere where I could have flushed her.
Mhm.
Okay, with the tap water or something, I could have flushed her. But I said, you know, it was not my intention to save her. Actually, I am not a great person who is saving the spider. I am not
Mhm.
saying that. But the
Mhm.
first thing when I saw her,
Mhm.
the first thought came into my mind, "माँ तू उधर क्या कर रही है? Mother, what are
Mhm.
you doing there?"
Mhm.
I did
Yes.
not save her. She's still since morning and evening. She is still on that particular wall.
Mhm.
ठीक है? So the first thought came into that. Oh mother, what are you doing there? So
Mhm.
this is how our perception, our point of view changes toward everything because we are taken over by some divine entity which is mother.
Mhm.
So we are looking her in everything, even in non-living things we see. Even by mistake, I hit something, by ball or by a
Mhm.
door or something I hit. I still say, "Oh ma, तुम यहाँ क्यों हो?"
Mhm.
So we do not see things. We see or we are into the this divine nasha जिसे कहते हैं.
Mhm.
Mother. So when this particular note opens up, you start looking the one divine power in everything, living or non-living thing. This is the transformation happens.
Mhm.
Now eating non-veg, it does not matter with the being you being very sensitive is different thing.
Mhm.
Being aware is a different thing, and food, non-veg, and all these things. This is a different thing because people relate the food to the karmas, good karmas and bad karmas, and with the
Mhm.
consciousness does not believe into the good karmas or bad karmas because every karma needs to be dropped. No karma is needed, not even the good karma which can make me king, no karmas which can take me to the hell or make me beggar. I do not need any karmas, not the positive, not the negative. So we drop all the karmas. So if somebody is having the journey of the consciousness which is rising to the crown chakra, he does not pay attention to the vegetarian, non-vegetarian, good deed or bad deed. He is just a good person. He is true to himself or herself, and he does his work.
Mhm.
Rest all the things people have made, na, this is heaven and hell. You will go to hell, heaven. This is nonsense thing actually.
Yes.
This is not the consciousness does not seek because if if you will pay attention to your every work. Oh, this is bad work, will not do it. This is good work, will not do it. So you will take again birth because you are looking at your karmas. You should not look at your karmas. You should look at yourself.
Mhm.
Everything, if there is something, the food which is used to be, the people those live on the shore of oceans or the rivers,
Mhm.
their main food is fish.
Mhm.
One person asked me the question when Jesus came back why he gave rice and fish or wine something to eat to his disciples. Why fish? I said, there are some questions, there are some answers. You are not ready to understand it. So what I
Yes.
can
Yes.
say? What I can
Yes.
say, how I can defend Jesus? Why should I defend Jesus?
Yes.
So I said, you are not at the point where you can understand something, leave it, something else, think about something else. So the food is not related to the sadhana, food is not related to the consciousness. It is for those who wants to take a good birth in next life. But if you want to get liberated, you cannot look at hell and heaven. So this particular note opens and removes the concept of hell and heaven. It makes you aware about the superconscious. Okay, so this is the particular effect of this opening of this particular note.
Yes.
Then comes the third note, which bounds out this throat chakra and crown chakra.
Yes.
So crown chakra, because it is the point of the meditation, point of the concentration. So
Mm.
the mother, the illusionary, the Maya,
Mm.
Mother Prakriti, the illusionary mother, what she will do, she will try everything to break your concentration. So the main thing, we have this body, our consciousness into our body. So body has some pleasure points.
Mm.
You have some food which you like to eat, okay,
Yes.
and there are activities you like to do to give pleasure to your body,
Yes.
okay. But the Maya will start, the force of the Maya which will pull you down becomes very strong when it crosses this throat chakra and concentration. So there are a lot of ego, the heat urja, whatever actions you do with the heat. If your body, if you are angry, your heat level, your BP will also rise up. So this
Mm-hmm.
particular note is associated with the heat urja,
Mm.
irsha, ego.
Yes.
All these points are related to the heat urja. You take sudden actions, you suddenly get angry,
Mm.
because so uncontrollable things you do, and which particular attributes you cannot control it, they are there, it happens automatically. You say, what I can do, I know
Mm.
these are the bad things, these are the bad attributes. We should
Mm.
not feel jealousy
Mm.
with somebody else, but we feel it
Mm.
because somebody is very healthy and eating very healthy food, very good, and he is not careful about his eating habit. But you see that I cannot eat that particular thing.
Mm.
You feel jealousy that I care for my health. Why other people are not caring? So it becomes naturally. See, if I'm bald, so I do not have hair. If I see somebody who is very old, 70 years, 80 years, and have very good hair, maybe
Mm.
let it be white, but have good hair, I'll see, oh, I don't have hairs.
Mm.
Okay? So it feels, it naturally comes that you should have at this age.
Mm.
Why he needs good hair at that age? So naturally, these points, these thinkings came into your mind, and there are many things. The woman think about, women have more this tendency to think about these things
Yes.
because they are more social than men. Men are less social, but they have different issues with themselves.
Yes. Yes.
So this particular note is very, very, very difficult to open. It takes many years. If the lower note takes 1 year, then next note will take 3 years. Let's say 3 years, total 4 years. Now this particular note will take multiple times, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
If they both notes took 4 years to open, that will take 8 years, double.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The journey, the general, as the consciousness, when you get awakened spiritually, generally the consciousness takes 12 years to complete the journey. This is general
Okay.
prediction, or because the chart, you see the birth chart, there are 12 houses.
Mm.
Okay, so every house with 1 year, and there is Kumbh Mela,
Mm.
Mahakumbh. It happens after 12 years. So 12 years, and if you see the life cycle of the person, it is 120 years.
Mm-hmm.
So in one life, there are 10, 10 or multiple, if you see after every 12 years, there is a chances. So every person in one life has 10 chances to be awakened and complete his journey. But people, they do not live longer, and things doesn't happen. But if you see the 12-year concept, it is very important, and the consciousness takes, it might take 12 weeks, it might take 12 days, depends upon the speed of the consciousness, how fast somebody is rising. If somebody has, taken a birth who is very clean, the consciousness, the notes are open, he will complete the journey in very less time actually. So there are different, but generally 12 years it takes, and maximum time taken by this particular Rudra Granthi, which is the most illusionary, uh, is attached with the illusionary Maya. Maya is very active in these stages, and rest of the Granthis, when these notes open up, you are aware about something is good happening, something you can feel it. But when this third note opens up, you do not feel anything. No positivity. No positivity. Only dragging is there. Only pain is there. Only problems are there. There is no sight of light. If first 4 years of your journey is very good, very decent, next 8 years going to be in very darkness. You will start feeling the first 4 years, the first transformation which I have seen might be, my illusions. They might not happen. I might have, created those things, or it happened just by chance or by luck, because it takes very long time. Rudra Granthi is very, very difficult to open. Third note. But there is one what do you say? There is one uh, what we can
Perception.
one sign. There is one sign. There is a poem I'm writing about this particular sign. So I can feel the warmth. I have written just 2 lines I'll tell you. I can feel the warmth, but I cannot feel the sun. That means I can see the transformation is going on in me, but where I am, who is transforming me, that force I'm not able to feel. So warmth is there, transformation is there, but I'm not able to see the sun which is giving the warmth. So that is the one sign. You feel that you are going through the changes every day, but you do not see anything. There is no light, no magic, and divine thing happens here also. But until and unless those particular divine incident changes your physicality, changes your body, you cannot. If you ask me, Kunal, that you can ask me to if you be a rude, you are my friend, you will not be rude, but other people will be rude. They will ask me, okay, show your transformation in your body. A person asked me a very blunt question. You are bald. You do not have hair on your head. You're talking about Kundalini, you're talking about awakening, you're talking about this and that. Then why don't you grow your hair back? He bluntly asked me this question. Go to the doctor, spend 60,000, 1 lakh rupees, and you will have hair. If your yoga cannot provide you hair on your bald areas, then what is the point? Now, how I can reply? What should I reply? People will ask me, come into the laboratory, show the transformation into your body. You are speaking, okay, speak. Everybody is a freedom of speech. You can speak also. Even our Gurudev, he was, questioned about the changes, prove it in the laboratory. So Gurudev asked his disciple to give the medical this test and all, to show them that this particular disease is cured. This is the particular report of the disease. AIDS were there, hemophilia is there, cancer is there, and lot of difficult diseases were there which were cured. But people only believe. Even then they said, we will not accept you, because there is a ism. Gurudev says, no, there is a ism, Hinduism, Muslimism, Christianism, so they will not accept it. So that is another problem. But still, if I want to prove my yoga, I have to prove it not through my tongue, but I have to prove it through my body.
Yes.
And until and unless my body transforms, there is nothing. Every whatever I have, recorded, I have written a book, they all will go into the dustbin. Only last transformation of my body will prove that I was, whatever I am saying today is true. Whatever I am going through is true. This body will prove. There is no other proof for the world, because they follow this. Gurudev said, this Sankhya Yoga, we follow the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, where the name of the God is very important for the transformation. But into the Sankhya Yoga, there is no name of God. And they do not believe in the non-duality. They believe in the duality. And they believe in the results which you can testify, which you can see. If you cannot see it, they do not believe it. So Gurudev said, this is the Kali Yuga yoga to follow. So Sankhya Yoga is the Tamasic yoga or Kali Yuga yoga. But the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga says there is a name of the God which can bring changes in you. So Gurudev always followed the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, not the Sankhya Yoga. But you must remember the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga came from Sankhya Yoga only. Sankhya Yoga is the base.
Okay.
Sankhya Yoga, 10 or 12 formulas have been changed only by the Rishi Patanjali, but the base is the Sankhya Yoga only. If you remove the Sankhya Yoga, Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga will also be removed. Only few stanzas, few mantras will remain. So it is important, Sankhya Yoga. But still it is, because we live into the world of Kali Yuga, so they need to see with their eyes. In the laboratory, we must prove it. Otherwise, it will not. So this third Granthi, until and unless this Rudra Granthi, this third note is open, your physical transformation will not happen. So first note gives you the transformation of thinking and action. The second transformation gives you the God's presence everywhere. And the third note, when it opens, it gives you the transformation, which is called a divine transformation. This is a physical transformation. If there is a yogi sitting, somewhere, and he has a control in his body, he can stop his heartbeat, he can come out of his body, go into the another body which is dead. Okay, then that means his Rudra Granthi is open, his third note is open, until and unless you are not free from the body. People see, people say out of body experience. When will it happen? When this third note will open, you will have the experience of out of body. Then you will realize, I am not this body, I am something else. So without this note, the life and birth will keep continue. Two notes opened, you become a good person. But you still, and Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, when the second path, the sadhan path starts, there is the first sutra, Tap, Swadhyay, and Ishwar Pranidhan. Tapa means the life as it we accept it, and Swadhyay means self study. Whatever improvements can be done, only can be done in me. I cannot change the other person. I do not have any power to change the world. I have power to change myself. Then comes the third Ishwar Pranidhan, that the God is everywhere in everything. So these 3 points, these 3 Granthis are related. The person who keeps these 3 things in mind progresses. Okay. Now I have explained 3 notes. When they open, what are the transformation we go through, and the chakras they bound. But there is one more thing which is very important, but today we'll not discuss, maybe some other time. Bandh. These are the notes, and there is a bandh. Mool bandh, Udyan bandh, and Jalandhar bandh. We call it what we call it in English? Mool Bandh. Lock. Yes, lock. These are the notes. These are the notes, and that is the lock. Lock help us to ascend to, sometimes our consciousness fall back and the work is not done yet. So the work should be done at particular level. So we must stop the consciousness at there with the prana help. As prana help to lift the consciousness, the lock help to stop the consciousness at particular point for some time, so that the transformation can be done. So locks are different. So we will do some other session and we will define what a particular lock help to change in our body or in our consciousness. How three locks help us to ascend. Okay, in some other, because it's a long topic.
Yes.
So we'll do that. So any other question? And the Kundalini, Kundalini part, Kundalini help us to clean those karmic knots. Kundalini is a power. Kundalini is a fire power which burns the blockages. And when we sit for the meditation, when Kriya Yoga happens, when the movement in the body happens, that means something is being burnt. The karmas which is blocking my consciousness is being burnt. So Kundalini act like it's like what I can say. It clears the way. It clears the way so that the consciousness can rise. So Kundalini is very much important. Without Kundalini, the Guru's work is very difficult, because it is Kundalini who wanted to rise to the Sahasrara, but it cannot rise until and unless the consciousness is coming along. If somebody is not spiritually awakened, the Kundalini is awakening. The Kundalini is a foolish idea.
Yes.
If somebody is spiritually awakened, only then Kundalini will help you. Otherwise, it will give you only the negative effect. So once the Kundalini is awakened, it rises, and it can rise only until the consciousness has risen. So the Kundalini will try to clean the path so that the consciousness can rise. So very much important, Kundalini. In some other session we will work. We will talk about only Kundalini, that how Kundalini work. Okay. So today is it all right, or any question I left?
Yeah, it's almost 1 year, 1 hour. So let's conclude the session now.
Okay. So I'll take one question which is by somebody, Pakhi Vishwas. She said, Guru Bhai, my question. I am not understanding her question. She has written in Hindi. Hindi, I know Hindi, but I am not able to. I'm just flashing her question. My question, कैसे कैसे को फर्स्ट टाइम ध्यान लग जाता और कैसे कैसे को
किसी किसी को
साल
सालों
लगता. Okay. She is saying few people sit for the meditation and they immediately go into meditation, and few people they sit for even for the year, but they did not go into the meditation. Why it happens so?
Yes.
So this is Gurudev said there are 5 things which help us in this meditation. First is your karmas. Second thing is your japa. Second thing is your tap. Tap means how easily you take your life. How many people they have a lot of questions to God, that why you gave me this life, why you did that, why you do that. So people those take their life easily, they are most eligible to ascend easily. So tapa, this is taking your life as it is your tap. People are very frustrated with their life, their body, their mind, their conditions. So the people those are easy with all things, happy with the God's decisions, that means they are good in tapa. So old karmas, old life karmas, your jap, your tap, and then your yog. Then at what level your yoga is happening, at what level your consciousness is, it is very important. And the last is the medicine. Medicine means how you keep your health how you keep your mind healthy. If you take some medicines to keep your body healthy so that you live longer to pursue your yoga or your goal to achieve, the consciousness, the awakening, these 5 things help. So if somebody is going into the meditation on very first day, that means these 5 things somehow helping him. But somebody is not going into the meditation, not feeling anything, that means these 5 things are at a different level for him. So these are the 5 things which decide your meditation or your journey of consciousness. Okay. Rest everybody says Jai Shri Gurudev. Not many people watch English satsang because our audience is Hindi speaker, and we are doing it for the people those might live into the south part of the India or outside of India. People watch my videos outside of India, many people, but mostly they are Indian. Very few people I met online. I talked to them. They watched my, at that time, 5 years back, I used to make English videos alone. Now you two people are helping me. Thank you very much. But at that time, I was alone to make English videos. Then people started connecting me through outside of India. They were not Indian. They spoke only English. So people, I'm sure if we keep doing the English satsang, we will also improve our speaking capability, and we will be able to represent our yoga in a better way after 2 years. We need 2 years for these sessions to to reach somewhere so that we can address the world. Our own transformation will happen. Our language will improve. Our presentation will improve, and many things will improve. So this is our start, and I'm sure in coming years we will be able to represent the Siddha Yoga to the other countries, to the platform where people understand this English language. So thank you very much for coming and joining on this session and taking up this particular topic. And next we meet next Thursday. All right.
Yes.
So thank you very much. Jai Shri Gurudev to both of you. Jai Shri Gurudev to everyone who has watched this session and will watch this session. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Gurudev.